This is exactly why people say Hollywood changes people. Back in 2020, Kevin Hart attended George Floyd's funeral, did he not? Met his family, paid respects, took pictures, stood in solidarity during one of the biggest moments in modern American history. Now, 6 years later, he's defending a comedian over a George Floyd joke.
There's nothing I can do. It's a production. It's a live production. I'm not compromising the live production for a reaction of what? What do you want me to do? I'm gonna drag him off? You want me to fight afterwards? You want me to turn it into, like, what? That's not what I agreed to do.
Now, a lot of people online are calling racist and disrespectful. And people are asking one question. What changed?
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
I feel like you're saying going too far is the point.
Yes, I mean, that's why you're there.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say this, but I'm going to because we're being honest. People are talking about that joke. Talk about his set.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got to talk about Kevin Hart catching major backlash after defending comedian Tony Hinchcliffe over controversial George Floyd joke that during the roast of Kevin Hart on Netflix. Now, if you somewhat missed it, Tony made a joke referencing George Floyd not being able to breathe.
You've done good, though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you right now. George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
And social media immediately exploded. George Floyd's family spoke out.
Anytime somebody demeans the dead, it turns my stomach because it's the lowest thing you can do. Because it shows that you're not as talented as you are when you got to pick on people that can't defend themselves, right? So for me, I just let him know that he just had to understand that ain't everybody's flavor. Everybody don't laugh at that shit because some of us still have morals. Why you got to pick on somebody that's not here to demean them? You know what I'm saying?
Other comedians spoke out. Even fans of the roast comedians were saying the joke went too far. But what really got people heated was Kevin Hart's response afterward. Because instead of dissing himself completely, Kevin basically said, hey, it's roast comedy. That's what happens.
That's not the job at hand. The job at hand was to produce a successful roast, which I did. I also got the rebuttal. I also got to say shit at the end. What are we dealing with here? I'll say it again. Stop talking as if I said it. So when you say the family and the family's affected, I didn't disrespect the family. Showed up for the family when it happened. Made sure that the family felt supported. Made sure that all things there were actually cool. Behind the scenes, just as an example, you know the one person that I talked to, and I'm not even gonna tell you the conversation, Stephen Jackson.
Oh, I know he caught that.
That's because that's my nigga.
Yeah.
And what that response got people looking back at 2020 like, wait, weren't you standing with his family? See, this situation is deeper than a comedian because George Floyd wasn't just some random trending topic. His death changed the entire country. People protested worldwide. Streets were filled. Corporations made statements. Celebrities spoke out. And Kevin Hart was one of the celebrities who publicly showed support by attending the funeral in Minneapolis. So now people feel conflicted. Because on one hand, comedians always defend freedom of comedy. Roasts are known for offensive jokes. Everybody knows that.
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
I feel like you're saying going too far is the point.
Yes, I mean, that's why you're there.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say this, but I'm going to because we're being honest. People are talking about that joke. Talk about his set.
But on the other hand, there's a difference between edgy comedy and joking about somebody whose death became a symbol of police brutality in America. That's why the optics look bad, especially when the joke came from a white comedian, and Kevin Hart, a black celebrity who once publicly mourned George Floyd, is now defending an environment where the joke happened. And social media is basically split into two sides right now. One side, comedy is comedy, nothing should be off limits. The other side is saying, nah, some things don't become funny just because there's a microphone involved. Even comedians are divided. Some defended the roast format, others said the joke simply wasn't funny enough to justify the backlash. And honestly, that's the part people keep missing. A lot of people are even arguing about whether comedians can say it. They're asking, was it worth saying? And this is where celebrity culture gets weird. Because during the major social moments, celebrities show up publicly, funerals, marches, speeches, Instagram posts, but years later, people start paying attention to consistency. They ask, did you really believe in the message or were you just present during the moment? That's why the backlash feels bigger than one joke. People feel Kevin Hart went from standing with the family to protecting the comedian. And whether that's fair or unfair, that's how a lot of viewers see it right now. But let me know what you think. Was Kevin Hart defending the comedian culture? Or do you think this crossed the line in considering his history with George Floyd's family? And another question, should there be limits in roast comedy or should literally everything be fair game? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If y'all want more real conversations like this, hit that subscribe button, leave a like. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Yeah.